Hey, we start off with Mortgage Basics brought to us by our friends at Broadview Mortgage. You can reach them by calling 714-660-2013. They're your friends in the mortgage industry. Today's topic for Mortgage Basics, say goodbye to 3% conventional loans. Why am I saying goodbye to 3% conventional loans? I know we've had this conversation before. It was like a substitute for FHA.
Yeah.
So you could get
3% down.
3% down.
Right,
So
not 3%
basically,
interest.
November this year.
Oh, not 3% interest, 3% down.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, you can say goodbye to those two.
You can say goodbye to 3% interest
They don't
as
been
well.
gone. So.
Okay, so this cool thing that we talked about in past shows where you could get an alternative to FHA is gone now?
It is. It's going to be gone. Not gone just yet.
Yeah.
Come November.
Yeah, and it's not gone completely. This is weird sound, right?
It
No,
is.
that sounds great. You sound good, Scott.
Okay. That sounds
Seriously,
weird to me.
you sound like a real radio guy.
Okay.
I know. I don't.
No. It's FHA still the biggest challenge with FHA wasn't the down payment. The down payment was just kind of one of those things that you threw in that you said, yeah, well, FHA versus conventional. Conventional is FHA is kind of turned into last resort. So you only use FHA if you have to. If you qualify for
super popular.
It
wasn't until all the costs went up. So when the costs went up,
popular.
it's still popular, but it's popular because they don't qualify for conventional.
Well, and they also think that it's still their only 3%
That's-
low down
that's
payment
what it is,
option.
it's
That's
perception.
yes, and a lot of buyers, I would say the majority of them that I speak to initially are coming to me for an FHA.
Well, what about credit restriction though too, right?
Well, we talked about all that stuff, but that just from a buyer's perspective,
Mhm.
FHA is popular because they think that's their only low down payment option. They think if they have to go conventional, they have to put.
They might now if this thing goes away.
No.
No,
It's
no.
it's only going to it's
5%.
changed by it's changed by 2%.
So it'll be
it's
a
going to 90.
5% down loan.
Essentially, what's changing is November, Fannie Mae is making some updates, and they're lowering the loan to value cap, meaning how much your loan can take of the value of the home,
Yeah.
and that's being lowered to 95.
But you can still put community seconds behind it. So you can still.
What's a community second?
It's not a loan from your uncle or the neighborhood pimp, but it is
Reggie.
Reggie. Yeah, that was too bad that story didn't make it.
Yeah.
was
that story's for another show.
Yeah.
It's usually the county, the state, certain cities offer buyer assistance programs, and if it's offered by the state, and a lot of times they're funded through federal like block grants and things like that. Those are considered community seconds in the underwriting guidelines. So you can still put a community second behind it. As a matter of fact, you use like CHDAP with conventional. Yeah, CHDAP is back.
CHDAP is back.
And you'll be at 98%. So
it's still there.
Oh, it's still there.
So there are still really good alternatives in the conventional side to the FHA loans.
Yeah, and it did get a little tiny bit worse because it's an extra 1.5% down.
Mm-hmm.
All things out, everything else being equal,
Right.
it's an extra 1.5% down.
But if you want to compare that to FHA,
It's still
you still have 1.75% of the annual premium.
Mhm.
Basically, the one-time premium for FHA that gets rolled in, so that kind of makes
So it's
a
almost the
difference.
same. So they're really just balancing out.
Mhm.
They're just trying to balance out with FHA.
No.
No.
Wow, that was weird, you guys.
That was
No,
kind of weird.
no.
Did you rehearse that?
No.
Normally we're just off the cuff in this show. I don't know.
No, not at all. I mean, FHA is still a specific product for specific people. And if you were only making a decision based on how much money I have to bring in, this made conventional move down a notch, 1.5 points notch. So-
1.5 point notches. It's going down.
Yeah, but
1.5 notches.
But if you're looking at cost, conventional is still cheaper than
Yeah.
FHA.
Cool. All right. So was that the whole topic?
That's the topic.
Well, it's
Did we do it? Did we
yeah,
do it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
it's
pretty much it.
Frank, did you want to turn it
It's a
into
pretty-
a 10-minute
It's a big
conversation?
announcement.
Sure.
Actually, let me wrap it up.
wrap it up.
Let me wrap it up this way.
Psh.
Up until November 16th, conventional allowed only 3% down. After November 16th, it's going to be 5%.
Thank you very much. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap for us right here. Get more on findmywayhome.com. Thanks, everybody.